welcome you to our Teenage Interaction Service at the Harvest Center Fellowship. We wish to say thank you for choosing to join us this afternoon. We believe we'll have a very interactive session and that you're going to be blessed. Kindly pay attention, make sure you give us feedback, ask questions, because we are going to have a very interactive session with my panelists. So thank you again so much for choosing to be with us this afternoon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now allow me to welcome our panelists this afternoon. I have a panelist of young people here who are very, very, very eager to join us this afternoon. Thank you so much as they come over. Please prepare questions, join us, give us feedback, give us insight, because this is your program. This is your session. Our young people, wherever you are, we are glad you have joined us. We also want to say thank you for our parents. You're also welcome because this is your service. Thank you so much, our panelists. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. My viewers, we have our panelists here. You'll allow me to give them an opportunity to just tell us their names, who they are, then we are going to proceed from there. It is usually said ladies first, so you'll allow me to start from my left-hand side.
My name is Praise.
Hi everyone, my name is Farida.
Hi viewers, my name is Brian. Good evening, my name is Byron.
Thank you so much. Praise, Farida, Byron, and Brian. My name is Jesron Anambo. I'm going to be your facilitator this afternoon. So as I said, our today's topic is very interactive and very interesting. We are going to handle about money issues, value addition, our young people, especially during this COVID-19 season. I know money is a very sensitive topic, and probably our young people most of the time don't get an opportunity to understand this topic. So today we have chosen to focus on what is money, some of the insights of money, and at the end of this session, I believe both our teenagers and our parents who are watching at home, you'll be able to learn something about money in relation to our young people. So I'll start with a basic question, and my panelists will assist me answer this question. What is money? What is money? So without choosing anyone in particular, I'll just allow them to tell us, what do they think money is? Pesa ni nini?
For me, money is something that we use to buy things that we like and our desires of our heart.
Thank you so much. Anyone else?
Mi kwangu yenye pesa ni kitu ka karatasi hivi yenye, yani hiyo karatasi ni valuable, but mtu anaweza sema tu pesa ni karatasi, unaona? Pesa ni karatasi, but ni karatasi too special yenye ni valuable, yenye bila nayo hawezi buy kitu hii dunia, unaona? Bas.
Thank you, Byron. Byron has described money to us as something that can be used to purchase things. Asante sana.
Venye Byron amesema ni pesa ni kitu yenye iko na value. So kitu yenye ukienda nayo kwa shop unapata kenye unataka. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. Something that has got value. Ukienda nao kwa duka, you exchange for goods. Thank you so much, Farida.
Kwangu mimi naweza sema pesa ni kama venye watu wengine wamesema pesa ni valuable, but unatumia pesa ndio upate kile unataka.
Thank you so much. He has also added his voice on the definition of money being something valuable that you use to get goods in return. And you know, in schools, probably we've been taught that money is a means of exchange, or probably money is the medium of exchange. Now this afternoon, we will learn a new definition of what is money. And basically, this is my definition. Money is the value you get for spending your time. Probably our parents' work. Therefore, money is the value you get from the employer for spending your time with them. For example, myself, where I work, when I spend time with my employer, in return, he gives me value, which is in form of money. Therefore, just as the rest have said, money is what you exchange for goods. It's something valuable you exchange for goods. So now, having seen the definition of money, I want us to appreciate this afternoon what our parents do so that they can be able to get that value, which is money. And I know our young people will be able to appreciate this discussion this afternoon, sorry. I know our parents go to work, then they come back in the evening, and this morning we want to appreciate what they do for us. For example, we are going to do some calculations here. Let me say I work and I earn 30,000, which means this 30,000 is the value I get out of spending my time with my employer for 1 full month. I want my viewers and my panelists here to calculate, if I earn 30,000 a month, how much therefore do I earn in a day? And this is how we'll do it. We are going to divide 30,000 by 30 days in a month, which gives me how much? 1,000, yeah? And we want to go down to find out what our parents earn for 1 hour, because we are paid according to hours. So assuming in 1 hour or in a day we work for 8 hours, how much money will my parent earn in an hour if he earns 1,000 in a day? And we are going to do this calculation together so that we can be able to appreciate what our parents do for us. So we are going to divide 1,000 by 8 and find out. Please follow us as we do this calculation. 1,000 divided by 8 hours, which means our parents earn 125 shillings per hour. So every time they leave to go to work and come back in the evening, in a day, they have earned 125,000, which makes to 1,000 in a day. So you'll appreciate with me that our parents work so hard to earn this money so that they can be able to support us. Therefore, as young people, we also need to support our parents. And how do we do that? Remember, this is what they earn to support us. Therefore, we are also expected to help and support them. There are various ways we can help our parents and support them as they do this work for us. And I'm going to share some of the ways as young people we can be able to support our parents. And these are the ways as you support them. Because each and every month they have bills to take care of, yeah? What are some of the bills that our parents take care of on our behalf?
The rent to cover the house.
Thank you so much. They pay the house rent.
They make sure we have food.
Exactly. They take care of the expenses. They make sure they buy food for us. Yes?
Electric bills.
Electricity bills.
Yeah.
Mi naweza sema kukladi clothes.
Thank you so much. Clothes, huh? Wanatubaya hizo mastaff, hizo nguo. Now, having seen that our parents work so hard to earn, for example, 1,000 in a day, I want us to look at some of the bills they pay for us and find out ways we can help them reduce the expenses on some of these bills. Huh? I know we all understand what expenses are, isn't it? Paying house rent, paying bills, buying food, and all that. And as young people, there are things we can be able to do so that tuwasaidie to reduce such expenses, ndio? And once we help them to reduce these expenses, ile pesa itabaki juu. If they were to use like 500 in a day, then we help them reduce that expense to 300 in a day. The 200 will be used to do more things, ndio? Now, these are some of the ways we can help our parents. For example, when it comes to water bill, we can help them reduce the water bill. How can we do that?
By recycling water.
Exactly. By recycling water. Any other contribution?
Kutumia maji vizuri, yani using appropriately.
Exactly. Kutumia maji vizuri. And avoiding wastage, sindio?
Also closing leaking taps.
Exactly. at times usually have leaking taps. So we ensure these taps have been closed well so that we avoid wasting a lot of water. And how about coming to electricity bills? How can we help our parents?
Hapo kwa story ya stima, ba unapunguza kierere ya kutumia stima sana. Yenye hiyo story yenye unapata msee ana watch TV kutoka asubuhi hadi jioni, kutoka jioni hadi asubuhi. Hiyo unaleta loss kwa nyumba, unaona? So yenye haifai hivyo. Unafaa yenye kutumia stima fiti, unasikia? Hata kama ni yani unatengeneza timetable. Unatengeneza timetable. Unasema aje masaa coach TV ama masaa kutumia stima ni kutoka hii masaa hadi masaa. Si ati unaweza kutoka TV kutoka asubuhi vile umeamka hadi jioni, tena kule sapa, tena kutoka jioni hadi asubuhi. Sasa mimi naweza sema hivyo.
Thank you so much, Brian. Brian amesema tunajichunga tusitumie stima sana. Thank you so much. Anyone? Any other contribution? Yes.
Kuongeza kwa hiyo Brian pia kuna wengine wetu as teenagers age yenye tuko nayo, utapata mtu amewasha radio, TV iko on, stima iko on, unafanya kazi as in everything. So at least minimize, kama unasikia radio zima TV na stima.
Asante. Yeah, so that hauwashi TV, hauwashi radio, utumie one thing at a time, sindio? So basically what my panelists are saying is that as young people we can contribute to reducing the electricity bills by making sure we help and utilize it as we can be able to support our parents. Then another area, but maybe this one I'll explain, then I'll give you a chance, my panelists, also to contribute. Smart purchases. Because each and every day our parents buy things. Each and every month our parents budget to buy things for us. But as young people, we can help them do what you call smart purchases. And I'm going to explain how we can be able to do this. You can get things, same things, they are sold different prices at different places. Probably when you go to a market, you'll find things are cheaper than in the supermarket. So as young people, we can also play part in this by helping our parents and probably suggesting places they can get these things at cheaper prices. And by so doing, it will help them reduce the cost on buying some of these things. The other thing concerning smart purchases is buying things in bulk. For example, when you buy one item at a retail shop, unaenda hapo kwa shop, unanunua kitu moja moja, utapata price ya hapo shop iko juu. So tunaweza ongea na our parents, tuwaambie hizi vitu tukinunua zikiwa mingi kwa supermarket, tutanunua at a cheaper price. So as young people, I know at times parents might not allow us to do that, but we are praying that God will help our parents to involve us during some of these purchases so that we can also give them our insight. Then now let me welcome my panelists again concerning reducing the expenses. There is one thing we can also support, especially when it comes to food. What do you think we can do to make sure we don't have a big budget when it comes to our food?
Miki naweza sema mambo ya kubonya. Usibonye kushiba. Kula yani ukijua. Pia hiyo chakula yenye unakula saa hii bado unaweza tumia kula masaa ingine. Kama lunch bado unaweza tumia kula sapa. Na bado siku inasonga na bado una doze.
Ndio.
Thank you so much.
Also, amesema Byron, kama kuna chakula enough, hiyo kukaa sana, usimwage. Ujue kuna wengine wetu watu na mwaga. Kama ni kumwaga, kama unajua utamwaga, at least cook what is enough, ni itatosha.
Yeah. You want to contribute?
Yeah. Hiyo story ya Byron kubonya, kukula. Enye hiyo story bana yenye unafaa kukula at a limit. Siku unakula kierere, ukule tu wenyewe kushiba ama siji show off, unaona? Juu wenyewe unaona machapo zimejaa hapo, unakula tu hizo 10 ukimalizanga. Yenyewe unafaa kuwa mswa kujipanga, unaona? Msenyewe unasema unafikiria kesho, si hata unafikiria saa hizo. You think about tomorrow, unaona? You think about tomorrow. Jenye hauwezi jua hiyo chapa inaweza kuokolea kesho. Dada anaweza kama aseme aje, leo sina pesa. Hiyo chapa inaweza kuokolea by the way. Mimi naweza sema hivyo.
Thank you so much, Brian. So what my panelists are saying is that as young people, we can also help our parents reduce the expenses on food. For example, you just serve what is enough, so that you serve what you can be able to eat and finish. I'm sure hawasemi ati userve kidogo yenye hautashiba. Serve what you will be satisfied, but what you can be able to finish, so that you avoid pouring food and wasting food, because the remaining food can be used for the next meal. And by so doing, we'll be helping our parents. Then finally, in that section, probably I'll just give two people to contribute on this when it comes to medical bills. Do you think there is a way we can also help our parents reduce when it comes to medical bills?
Bado unaweza saidia kiplani. Juu kama unaumwa na kichwa, haina haja bado uifanye ikuwe big deal, unapelekwa hosi alafu wanalipisha sijui mambo ya registration fee, sijui nini. Kunywa pana dolala ama kunywe maji udoze, asubuhi amke bado tuko tu fine.
Kabisa. Bro tu brother amesema hapa. Hiyo story yenyewe kuumwa na mdie iza. Kuumwa na kichwa. Yote idaiwa yenyewe hata sisi unajua. Unapata mtu anaumwa na kichwa. Akiumwa na kichwa, anza kupiga hesabu za kwenda sijui kwenda kulalishwa. Unajua siku hizi madaktari ni wajanja siku hizi. Hiyo madaktari wanasema, hiyo ugonjwa uko na ini corona. Unaanza kupigiwa tu hesabu zingine ati hii lazima utaekewa maji, hii lazima utadungwa shindano 3, alafu kupigiwa hesabu unastukia imefika kitu kaa 30k. Unajua siku hizi yenyewe si ati wazazi wote wanajiweza hii Kenya, unaona? So yenyewe hata hiyo story ya medical ndio yenyewe ifikie hiyo ya ali nyama ka cha wewe umetukani kwenye kujisanze ajavalia house naweza hivyo.
Okay, thank you much. So kila sema probably talking on reducing on this and also contribute bills. We do illness that by society in dangerous games and getting injured. For example, probably taking too much cold things, then we get colds, and probably going out playing, throwing stones and all that. Now, after kufanya hivyo, what happens? We get injured. After being injured, we have to be taken to the hospital, which increases the medical bills. So what we are saying as young people, we need to take care of ourselves. We don't engage in dangerous games, so that at the end of the day, those bills that our parents wangelipa, they'll be able to save that money so that they can use it for other things to benefit us as young people. So you as a young person, you have a part to play to help our parents reduce the bills, and in return they will be able to support us to buy or to meet our needs. Now we move to the next interesting section. As I told you, this program, it is for the parents, and it also concerns us as young people. Now, my panelist.
Yes, Ban.
What are some of the ways or some of the things we can be able to do as young people to earn money, as we help our parents, as we add value to ourselves?
Kami naweza sema sahi time ya corona nasaidia wazazi, naenda kwa jirani unamwoshea manguo zako alafu anakulipa.
Bado inaweza.
Mtu anaweza sema history ya corona si yenyewe prezo, our His Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta serikali yenyewe akatoa historia kazi mtaani, si ndio? So yenyewe mtu anaweza sema ka above 18, si inaanzia kutoka 18 and above hadi tuka sijui ni wapi, but 18 and above mimi najua hivyo. So yenyewe ndo at least hata wewe usaidie mzazi. Unajua zitegemea mzazi kila saa. Yenyewe usaidie mzazi, endo chape hiyo kazi ya 2 weeks. Si nikitoka 2 weeks alafu nalipo 5500. Ishia hapo, ujiongeze. Haina haja yenyewe useme ati wewe ni slay na enyewe unaumia, unaona, unaumiza mzazi bana, unaumiza by the way. Unajua saizi wazazi wenye wako hapo nje most wanaumia, wengine wamevutwa kazi, wengine wanashindwa watatoa wapi pesa, wengine wamekatwa mshahara. Sio yenye mtu anaweza sema history ya nini, history ya kazi mtaani, ingia tu join chape wera, hata kama ni kufagia barabara, fanya hiyo kazi, wewe fagia ukijua hiyo pesa yenye utapata hapo at least itasaidia familia. Mimi naweza sema hivi.
Okay. So probably before I give the next person an opportunity to contribute to the same, what we are saying is that we know our parents love us and they go to work every day to make sure they meet our needs. So what we are saying as young people, probably there are things we can engage in at home and probably get a little motivation which can help us meet probably things that interest us. There are things as an individual ungependa kununua, things ambazo zina interest. For example, maybe you have seen a good dress somewhere, you have seen a very good shoe somewhere, and probably you like to buy it for yourself. I know our parents love us so much and they'll buy things for us. But then there are some things we might want to buy for ourselves, for example, a good phone, a good hairstyle. And there are some things you can be able to do, alafu zitakusaidia to earn a coin or two at home. So please, I like to make this clear. We are not encouraging young people who are in high school to go out there and start working to earn money. We are not encouraging that. What we are saying is that during this COVID-19, we are at home. I know you are working very hard, you are reading, you are revising, but then during your own free time, there are things you can be able to do as a young people to help you earn a 50 bob, to help you earn 20 bob, and once you put these coins together, they can help you buy an item you've been trusting God to get. So that is what we are talking of. And I thank God because my panelists have been able to shed some light into this. And I'm going to add some points to this. There are things like for our parents who drive vehicles, we can volunteer and request our parents, instead of taking your vehicle to the car wash, why not allow me to wash it? Then that 50 bob, you will appreciate me with it. Huh? Another thing that we can be able to do, at times our parents usually take their shoes to the shoe polisher and they pay for those services. Why don't we talk to our parents? Tell them, Dad, today don't take your shoes out. I'm going to polish them. Then instead of paying that 50 bob to the shoe polisher, give me only 20 bob. And I know our parents will be glad to do that. Another thing we can be able to do, for example, is cleaning the carpet. When the carpet is dirty, instead of our parents taking it out there, we can offer to assist. Then we tell them, hey, Daddy, let us enter an agreement. Then they will appreciate you on the same. And there are many things that we can be able to help our parents, and they'll be able to appreciate us with a coin or two. And there is something I'd like to emphasize on here, especially to parents who are watching us this afternoon. Please, parents, listen to this. There are some skills that our young people develop when they are with us. There are some habits that are formed by teenagers, and once they form them, they will form the basis of their future. And some of these habits are formed by allowing them to be part of our lives, giving them duties to perform and appreciating them. So Dad and Mom, when staying with our teens out there, when they request to do some good things for you, please appreciate them. Let them develop these habits and let them develop these skills when they are young. Now let me also explain one more important thing here. Our teenagers at their level, they learn to develop their careers. At times, it will not harm to allow them help us, especially those who are working from home. For example, if you are working with computers and you have some work you are doing, you can allow your teen to help you probably do a page or two, then appreciate them for the same. For those of us who are doing business out there, we can allow our teenagers to help us do the reconciliation. In the evening, wanakuambia, Daddy, hii ndio uliuza, hii ndio profit, and all that. Let us make them part of our business, and we will be training them some of these skills and appreciate them in turn. Don't you think that is possible, my dear panelist?
Yeah.
And for those of us who are watching, I would like also to challenge you. Challenge your parent, get to know what they do. Get involved in what they do. And I believe they will appreciate you in return. Now, let me ask another question. Now you have earned that money. Hiyo pesa Paro amekuappreciate. What are some of the things you would like to do as a young person?
Miki naweza sema nikirifaa na maboiza wenye wako hapo hivi nje ni ile kila msee anaonaga msee mwenye wao anapenda kwa TV, si ndio? Alafu wanaona venye amekladi na venye yeye huko sana ona ni aje hadi mimi nataka kuomoka. Sasa ni ile venye mkoro amemjenga do. Yeye kitu ya kwanza atafikiria ni aje nilicheki Mr. Sida amenunua maprada. Yeye ni nani? Pia naye anataka kununua Prada. Na yeye hawezi fikia bei ya Prada. Sasa ni aje? Weka huko hapo hivyo nje. Mimi naenda kuambia ni jo kula kwa meza yenye unaweza. Usiende ile meza bigi na yeye yako ni ndogo. Nunua tu vitu zenye zinaweza kukusustain. Usiende kitu ya expensive na umeacha vitu cheap huko hivi chini. Tumia hizo cheap. Utapata msimu mwenye atapenda hizi vitu cheap. Alafu utaenda azipende, alafu akwambia umuuzie. Sasa ukimuuzia umepata profit. Ndio unanunua kitu yenye unadai.
It is what it is. So unaona juu story bro, Bero amesema hizo do kishajengwa. Umesikia? Yenye mzazi akupe hizo do, mtu anaweza ku advise youth mwenye uko hapo ama teenager mwenye uko hapo. Tumia hizo do fiti. Unajua wase wengi, teenagers wengi wakishapata hizo do hata ni kiasi hivi, wengi wana run kwa drugs, you know. So yenye mtu anaweza advise, tafuta kitu ya maana, achana story hapa sijui mimi nataka kutumia ungwai, nataka kutumia hizo shada. Mimi siwezi ku advise utumie nini madawa za kulevya. Josephiti. Mtu anaweza advise yenye nini youth yenye wako huko nje. Hizo do tumia kwa kitu yenye iko positive, unaona? Tunaweza kusaidia kwa maisha. So ukisema unanua nguo, si at least nguo itakusaidia kwa maisha. At least utakaa hivyo. Badala ya kwenda yenyewe kununua vitu negative unatumia kwa madawa, unaharibu tu pesa bure. Mimi naweza advise hivyo.
Naweza ongezea na ya Brian huko hivi nje wase wako na talent, si ndio? So nika for example tuseme umepatiwa kitu ka 250 na mzazi, si ndio? Unaambia mkoro ama mzae fanya aje? Fika hapo hivi tao kuna bezi yenye wanauza kama beads na hizi samo za shambala, si ndio? Na makamba. Kamba unaweza tumia kamba ya kiatu. Unakuwa tu creative, unatengenezaga hizi wristband. Kai yenye Bura amevaa. Kai. So unakuwa creative tu. Kwa hiyo 250 yenye mkoro amekujenga ama kaenda akakununulia hizo stamo akakuanzishia hapo hivyo. Hii samo moja msiu anauza 30. Sasa uniambie kwa hizo beads na si hujapimwa kiasi ni kama mkebe bigi inatoshana hivi na bado uko na tuseme uko na memory na unadai uwatengeneze na memory wako tena wapatie memory wao wenzao niko na memory wanatengeneza beads. Sasa utakuwa ume double amount yenye mkoro wako alikuwa amekupatia. Hivyo ndio inakuwa.
Na hizo do zenye Bairo zenye utapata kwa hizo beads. Umesikia? Senyo umeuza hizo vitu. At least utasaidia familia, unaona? Yenye history ya pandemic, hii COVID-19. Yenye wazazi wengi si wengi wanajiweza. So unaona the more earn, yenye saizi hauwezi sema ati watu wapendi hizi vitu, unaona? Wengi wanataka, unaona kai yangu ni ya Kenya. Wengi wanataka yenye watu wengi wako eager kuvaa hizo vitu. Obviously huwezi kosa customer. So the more umeshauza, so umepata hizo do, utasaidia familia, unaona? Unaambia je madhe, hizi ndo ganji za nimepata. Shikenye ushie ununue chakula, unaona? Sasa tukaa hiyo. Bas.
Thank you so much. So just to add my voice on what has been put across by Brian is that we have a young teenagers, probably those who are 18, 19, 20, those who've gone to college. And right now, colleges are out of session. There are skills that God has given you. For example, tumeona mfano ya kujenga hizo beads. You can also help in becoming more creative to increase your income. And once you increase your income, you can even support your parents especially right now when we are at home. And even as we talk about doing some of these things, we still lay emphasis ya kuwa hata unapoenda kule nje unasaidia some of these things, you make sure you observe the safety protocols, putting on your mask, making sure you sanitize, making sure you keep distance, so that you can also make sure that you stay safe and reduce the bills, hospital bills, as we had said earlier. So these are some of the things that young people will want to buy. You have had the examples. They may want to buy movies. They may want probably to buy a cell phone, probably a watch, maybe a video game. Young people will want to probably buy clothes, shoes, things, for example, like they might want to buy a favorite book. Probably kuna ile kitabu unataka kusoma, and your parents have never had the opportunity to buy for you. So once you get this money, definitely utaenda ununue hiyo kitabu. Then of course they might want to do a good hairstyle, good haircut that you've always wanted to do. So this is an opportunity that you'll be able to attain that. And of course you might want maybe to take a trip to the animal orphanage, maybe to go to a game drive, game reserve. You can use the same money to do that. So you'll not wait for your parents to do that for you, but you'll involve your parents. Tell them, now dad, mom, nimekuwa nikifanya hii job, nimekuwa nikifanya hii janta, nimekuoshea carpet, nimekuoshea gari, I've been able to accumulate 1,000 and I would like to go to a game drive, and watakuallow kwenda. Then finally, still under that, there is also something I would like to say. You might also want to surprise your parents by buying them a gift. Your grandma, your grandfather, your brother, your sister during their birthdays. And let me promise you, once you surprise your parents with a gift without their knowledge, trust me, next time you ask them for a favor, they will not hesitate to do that thing for you. So there are very many things you can be able to do out of the money we will have earned by helping our parents and supporting them. Now, having mentioned all these things, asa tunaenda the next level as we near winding up. Now we have so many needs. Some things are needs, some things are wants. So nataka to discuss tuone, among all these items tumemention, what are needs and what are wants. Na ni nini kitusaidia kudifferentiate between a need and a want. Now I'll welcome my young people here again to help us differentiate between a need and a want.
Mi naweza sema need ni kitu ile yenye tunahitaji, hatuwezi ishi bila hiyo kama maji. And want ni kaa ile kitu unaweza ona kwa barabara kama bandana mpya useme hiyo nataka, but it is not important.
Thank you.
Yeah, need is what you need. It's kitu yenye unataka kwa maisha kama food, clothing, all those. But want ni kitu utaona tu kwa barabara useme naitamani but sina hiyo pesa saizi, so inaweza kaa naweza nunua baadaye.
Thank you so much. So jinsi vile wamesema, a need is something that you cannot do without. But a want is something that you can say, well, I can do that tomorrow. So even as we use the money that we've been given, we need to appreciate these two things, a need and a want. Now, what are some of the needs that young people have?
Mi kenye neza rifana kenye mi huona mateens wengi huwa wanafanya ni ati msee umeona msee kwa Mbulu, yani Mbulu ni TV. So wewe umeona amebai kenye yeye ni kenye yeye anafanya na amenunua, si ndio? Lakini ndio unataka manze pia unataka kenye yako nao, lakini wewe huwezi. Unaona? Kama tuseme mimi na checkingi hawa wa majusi, ndio? Wamenunua tuseme katrasha tu mbaya kama madenim, maviatu. Lakini ndio nikikuja kuangalia jo paliniko banze, siwezi. So hivyo tu.
Kwa hivyo tunapeana examples ya needs, ndio? Zile vitu ambazo we can't do without. Ile ambayo ni lazima nikuwe nayo.
Tenye kitu ya maana need yenye msichana anastahili kuwa nayo. Mtu anaweza sema kitu ya kwanza education. Yenye education is the key to success, unaona? So hiyo nini education, mimi naweza sema the first example ya kwanza ni education, na ya pili ni chakula. Unaona, ya pili ni chakula, education, chakula na manguo.
Education, chakula na manguo
Na shelter.
na shelter.
Haiwezi.
Na najua viewers wetu pia mna tupea response, you are just giving us some of the needs
Yes bana.
as you follow the conversation. So education, food, manguo,
manguo.
kuna need ingine?
Hii ya bura mi naweza disagree na bura. Bana huwezi soma ka ujakula. Lazima kwanza ukule ndio masomo ikam. Hauwezi enda kusoma ka ujakula, utazimia tu hapo.
Sawa wewe.
Sawa. So yeah, may disagree, but anyway, it depends. So thank you so much. Education, food, we have clothes, we have shelters, we have good health. So those are some of the needs. And what are some of the wants that young people have? Some of the things, well, we want but we can avoid.
We want but we
Yeah, some of the wants ambazo young people wanakwanga nazo.
Matenje hivi.
Matenje,
yani
Simu.
simu. Na Brian amenini sana kumention, but amemention simu. Yeah, so kile ambacho tunajaribu kusema ni kuwa number one, tuna focus on the basic needs. And once tumepata basic needs, then wants tutazishughulikia. And I'm going to give an example ambao pia tutadiscuss. For example, shoes. Are shoes needs or is it a want?
want. Want.
Alafu tuambie kwa nini ni want.
Si ni
ama
want.
need.
Si kuna mtu mwenye anatembea mguu tupu nini? Turukana. Sina maanisha unaweza survive na mguu tupu, unaona?
Na bado ako uhai.
Na bado ako uhai, unaona?
Natambui kame.
Mimi nitadisagree hapo. Hiyo ni kama need, because huyo mtu unafikiria anatembea but anapata ugonjwa, wewe ujui, yeye ndo anaumia. So kuna vile pia he or she needs that shoe. So si assume ati ako sawa, anaishi, ujui uchungu yake.
Okay. Kwa hivyo kuna ule amesema need na kuna ile amesema ni want. Probably ningependa pia kucontribute. It's a need and it's a want depending with the circumstance. Lakini hii ndio tungependa kuclarify. Having something on your foot, it is a need, yes. But sa utapata kuna zile viatu ambazo they are much more expensive. So that is what will determine whether it's a want or a need. So at times, depending with our ability, ile pesa tuko nayo, we buy what is within our means. But wakati ambapo tunaendea zile viatu expensive, which is still good, but it's determined by how much tuko nayo. So it can be a need or a want. Then I'll go to the next item, a video game. Is it a need or a want?
It's a want.
Yeah, it's a need. It's a need bana.
Wait, nikwambie it's a need. Yenyewe kufuata zile zinaitwa psychological issues.
Bana zinatoa.
Ukichunguza fiti, mnadaisiwa kucheza video games, juu huwa ina improve ya psychological knowledge, kufikiria sana, unaona? Ile concentration yenye unakanga kucheza game. Ile concentration unakanga kucheza game. Inakusaidianga msee. Concentration yako, unaona? Yaani una think big.
Na bado unatoa stress nayo.
Na bado unatoa stress. Bado unajua game inatoanga depression, si ndio?
Kabisa.
So mimi naweza sema unajua au ingine zijua but yenye hisi bado nacheza hizo game si kama boy child. Sitawaambia yote ni nzuri. At least inatoa depression, inatoa stress, alafu bado ina increase
wewe unafikiria.
Unaona kama kuna magame za level. Si unakanga hivi unaanza kusema sasa ndafanya aje niende kwa hiyo level nyingine.
Inabidi utumie buruwei.
Unaona hapo umetumia buruwei na hapo. Sasa mimi naweza sema hivyo usikii.
Okay.
Mimi naweza sema hivyo.
Sawa. I know your viewers, you're also joining into the discussion. I believe we are getting feedback to this, but probably we'll try to clarify on this. Now, a video game, it can be a need or a want depending with your justification. But now, this is what we are saying. If you have a limited amount of value, which you have said it is money, you need to list your list of priorities. First of all, you put the basic needs. Jinsi vile mmesikia our panelists wakisema food, shelter, we have things to do with clothing, you list them. Then unaendelea kulist video games, you list things like the phone, shoes, designer shoes. Then once umefanya hiyo yote, you take your biro and start ticking. Which are the things you cannot do without? Once you finish ticking the things you cannot do without, unaenda kwa hiyo listingi ingine depending with the amount of money ambao uko nayo. Sasa ndio unaanza kutick games kulingana vile tumeambiwa, to some it might be very important. Unaanza kutick viatu, you tick the phone depending with the money you have. Then you'll have completed that. So all things are important, but let us give them priority. Tuanze na zile ambazo ni basic needs, then we go to the wants. Then even as we conclude, now let me move to the next session, which is defining savings. Young people, PSCC, we are supposed to learn to do savings. And how do we do savings? You need to have a saving goal. A saving goal ni pale ambapo kuna kitu ambao umekuwa ukitamani. Probably you like to buy a bicycle. Probably you like to buy a good phone. Probably you like to surprise your parent with a good pair of shoes, as we had said. Then you come up with a saving goal. Unasema December nataka ni surprise dad na kitu fulani. Now that is your saving goal. Then you ask yourself, this is my saving goal. How will I attain this goal? Then you start doing what we had suggested earlier, doing some of the things to assist your parents as you save pole pole. Washing the carpet, brushing the shoes, washing the car, helping your mom to wash the utensils, then you earn a coin. Then after you've done all this, you accumulate your money, and it will help you to achieve your saving goal. And once you achieve that saving goal, you'll get a motivation. So that is how we can be able to do that. We believe you have benefited from our session today. And even as we finish, I would like us to read the Bible in the book of Proverbs chapter 22, verse 29. I will repeat again. Proverbs 22, 29. And you will allow me to read this verse to my viewers. And this is what it says. Do you see a man skillful in his work? He will stand before kings. He will not stand before obscure men. I will repeat again. In the book of Proverbs chapter 22, verse 29, it says, do you see a man skillful in his work? He will stand before kings. He will not stand before obscure men. What it means is that if you are good at what you do, once you practice what we've discussed this afternoon, engaging yourself with probably what your parents do. If your parents do business, be inquisitive. Waulize dad, how do you earn your money? As we had started, we said, for example, if your dad earns 1,000 in a day, muulize dad, how do you get this? Get interested. Help them. Do whatever it takes. Then once you do that, you're going to earn this skill. And once you get this skill, it will help you to stand before kings. It will open doors for you. Some of the millionaires we have, whatever they are doing now, they started when they were young people. Some of the prominent people we have in our nation and in the world, whatever they are doing now, they began when they were young people. Then they perfected it. Now it has helped them to stand before kings. Not ordinary men, but before kings, before presidents. So my young people, our parents, we encourage us. Let us work on our skills. Let us take advantage of our stay at home and perfect on this skill, and it is going to help us. Now, my viewers, allow me to welcome our panelists again. I'll give an opportunity to each of them to give us a parting shot, probably to give us what they have been able to learn out of today's interactive session. And this time, I will start with the gentleman from my right side.
Miki nimelan ni mwanzi tukua wase wenye mnatumia burueni, yani usifanye kila kitu na usione hadi kapara wako ameomoka. Pia unaweka expenses zote juu. Unajaribu kuminimize. Alafu jo kenye jo nimekaa hapa hivi nikafikiria ni vile sahii niko hivi mtaa, hakuna kazi nafanya. Msee unaweza anza tu kazi ya kucustomize viatu, yani tu unachukua spray una customize viatu, unaweka status. Sahii tuseme matini wote wako social media, si ndio? So alafu unauza. Mimi hivyo ndo nitasema. Ama kwa msee mwenye wako hapo hivyo nje na kuna kitu ya kuanza, aanze tu nayo.
Thank you so much, Byron. Brian.
Yes, bana. Bro, Byron amesema mtu nenyewe naweza sema Martin wenye wako huko wenye wanaishi wenyewe kwa nyumba za wazazi wao. Msee, ujue yenyewe kutumia do za wazazi. Umesikia? Okay, sister hizi hata in future unapata mzazi akulipia school fees. Wewe unaenda shule kwa kamche. Ukienda shule, hiyo niko na waste do za mzazi. Mpaka mzazi anza kujiuliza maswali. Inauza ng'ombe, kupeleka ng'ombe shule kusoma. Hiyo ndio tunaweza sema, cheki. Una kituka education. Ngangana at least enya atokiletea mzazi results. Mzazi akiona anasema siku waste pesa. Unaona? Customize do za mzazi, customize. Hata acha education pekee kwa stories za kukula, stories za
Zambulu.
Kumaintain nini makladi, yani manguo na bado stories za stima, hizo bills. Acha kuharibu stima bana. Unawatch Mambulu kutoka asubuhi hadi jioni, yani TV kutoka asubuhi hadi jioni. Haifai hivyo. Minimize do za mzazi. Usiku unatumia do tu vuna. Yani juni za mzazi wako kona do. Okay, kwa wale wazazi wako na do. Msi jua kumaintain hizo do. Jibedhe hata kuna siku utakuwa hapo. Mimi naweza sema hivyo.
Thank you so much, Brian.
Yes.
Mi naweza sema nijifunza leo kutoka kwa teacher Jesse difference ya need na want. Wenye tumeargue hapa, zingine ni needs, zingine ni want, but inategemea na situation. Hiyo nimejifunza leo. Na pia huko home, my fellow teenagers, please learn to appreciate what you are given. Sio kila mtu anapata kile uko nayo. Na wenye tunapata usiseme hii ni yetu. Hiyo si yenu, ya babako na mamako.
Mwambie wazazi
walijiwakia. Tafuta yako sasa. Kama unaweza soma. Kama uko na talent, endelea kuifanya cause hiyo ndio inakutoa home na sifa poa hivi. So kwa mtu mzuri na usaidie where you can. Yeah.
Mimi naweza sema ni vile mtu vile anakaa kwao, hiyo situation ako nao, anafaa kujifunza, like asione rafiki yake ako na kitu alafu aanze kutamani kwenda situation wako nayo, na aelewe si wazazi wote wanaweza pata Kenya au wengine wako nayo.
Yeah, so thank you so much for those contribution. We have
mimi naweza sema aje ya mwisho tu. Usione juu watu wako kwa TV ama unaangalia mabeste zako unaona wako sawa na wewe ni teen, pia unataka kuomoka. Kila mtu wako kwa time zone yake. Masaa yako ikifika, God akisema ni sawa, jo ndo unaweza omoka tu na jo tutasherekea tu bado.
Thank you so much, my panelists, Brian, Byron, and we have Praise and we have Farida. Thank you so much for joining us. Our viewers, I also wish to say asante sana kukuwa na sisi siku ya leo. And I believe you've been able to learn something out of today's topic. The topic was money, value addition in relation to teenagers during this COVID-19 session. So there is something that you can be able to do to help your parents reduce the expenses at home, as well as you help them reduce the expenses, you also earn some money for yourself to help you meet some of the needs that you have always wanted to do, to meet some of the dreams that you have always wanted to do. So we challenge you, our viewers, make sure you do that. On the other hand, we are also talking to our parents. Let us support the young people. When they do something good for you, appreciate them, motivate them, give them that 20 bob. Then at the end of the day, they are going to save that money. And you never know, probably you are the one who will be surprised with the surprise gift. You never know. The skill you are training them to do right now, it will help them in the future. And they will thank you for doing it at this particular time. Otherwise, asanti sana, we truly appreciate, and we pray that God will be able to bless you, especially for joining us at Harvest Center, our Teens Interactive Service. Asanti sana.